All right, so we've got a pretty straightforward question here today, and I kind of wanted to touch on this because I've been getting a lot of questions a lot like this recently, so I kind of wanted to address it in a video format so I could A, answer that question for anybody searching for it, obviously, and B, kind of, use it as a reference for when people ask me, I can just be like, hey, I answered this in video format, check this video out, okay? Now this question is on a 5 Mercari tips video to sell more on the platform, so if you're interested in selling Mercari, check the video out. I'll make sure to link it at the very bottom of the description for you. So Will says, question, first of all, thanks. Would you list an item on 2 sites, this one and eBay? So he's basically asking, okay, I have an item to sell. Should I list it on Mercari and eBay, or should I just list it on one? And my answer to this is, you should list it on as many potential sites as possible, assuming A, that you have a system in place to track your inventory, right? So if you sell it on one, you remove it from the others, and B, provided it doesn't take you a lot of extra effort and a lot extra time to list it on a number of sites, right? If it takes you, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes to list it on 20 sites, probably not worth your time, right? You should just pick 1 or 2, right? But if you can find a software, which I'm gonna address here in a second, that lists it on all of those sites for you and does it literally in the matter of the same listing, right? So instead of just listing on eBay, you can list it on the software and the software will list it for you on all those other sites. It's just a no-brainer to do that, right? Because then you, A, get a better chance to sell it on all the platforms because every single customer base is slightly different. There's different people on each platform looking for things, right? So you have a higher probability to sell it by putting it on multiple platforms. And B, you have obviously a higher chance to make that profit as long as you have a system and you remove it from the other platforms so that you don't run into an issue where you have to cancel an order in the future because you forgot to remove that item when you sold it on eBay, for example, and you forgot to move it off Mercari or remove it off Poshmark or off Amazon or whatever, okay? So enter the multi-channel listing software, which is the software that I recommend that everybody utilize. Now there's many multi-channel listing softwares out there, and just to recap, like I said, what they do is instead of going to the actual platform to list, you list your item, you put the pictures, the description, all that good stuff in the multi-channel listing software, and that multi-channel listing software then lists it to all the platforms that you have a seller account on and that you delegate to do so, okay? I personally recommend List Perfectly, and there are many out there, like I said. The 2 most notable ones are List Perfectly and Vendoo, so if you haven't checked out my List Perfectly and Vendoo comparison video, I'm not sponsored by either one of them. I don't have an affiliate link for either one of them. I literally unbiasedly break them both down. Spoiler, I recommend List Perfectly, obviously, but if you want to check out the video of why I recommend List Perfectly, why I think it's better both pricing-wise and, the functionality and the sites that it lists to, I will be sure to link that video down at the bottom of the description as well. So I really hope that helps, Will. That's a great question. Now, you guys have questions, I have answers. If you have a specific question pertaining to reselling or online arbitrage, make sure to drop it on this video and maybe I'll turn it into a video answer a lot like this. On top of that, if you want to check out the 70+ sites that I source for profitable inventory, you can check out the cheat sheet down in the description. That's usually the 3rd link. If you want to check out the 6 different ways that I source inventory, right? The business models that I do and how I'm able to make profitable, a return on my investment, literally sourcing those 6 business models. The free case study is also linked down in the description. That's the 2nd link, and that will literally outline what those business models are for you, how you can actually go about doing them yourselves, and also give you proof, right? I'm not literally sitting there being like, go ahead and do these. I'm literally showing you examples of products that I've made money off of doing them, what I sourced them for, you'll see the picture, what I sold them for, and what the profit margin is. I'll outline all the business models and all the money there. On top of that, Online Arbitrage Pro, which is my premium reselling course, is always the 1st link in the description. So I hope that helps, guys. If you have any other questions, like I said, don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section below. I would love to answer them for you. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.